valet came back with my car, and I pulled up and waited. And Brent came to the window and told me to follow him. I followed him to his house, and we both parked in his garage. His intent was to take me inside, but I asked for his keys to his truck and unlocked and opened his back doors. Here is where the table turned. He was in control in his mind, and I just interrupted his plan and perception. Sensual wild sex in the back of his truck, and when I was done, he was left wanting me and feeling like he had me, but I was still out of reach. I left, no strings attached. He didn't know my name or have my number, so, as far as I'm concerned, we never met. If I ever wanted to see him again, it would be up to me, not him. The next one on my hit list was this Spanish guy, Angel. I stumbled across him the day I took my car to be serviced. I wasn't expecting to bump into him, but it happened. I handed him my keys and had a seat. I noticed how he flirted a little bit, but my mind was on whether I wanted to do a pop-up on Brent. When it was time to pay for the services, Angel took his time to explain what he did and showed me the things he did as a courtesy. I thought he was cute, but I wasn't on the prowl at the moment, although he wasn't someone that I would consider out of the question. I got a phone call 2 or 3 days later from the dealership, and it was Angel talking about his call was to follow up on the services I received, and if I was interested in doing a survey about my experience. Now, I'm not the brightest bulb in the pack, but aren't those type of surveys emailed or found on the back of receipts? Well, I politely turned the survey down, and Angel smoothly slid in an invitation to dinner. I thought he was cute, and the gesture to find my information and fake a reason to talk to me was a bit far, but I respect that he tried. I didn't have the passion or prowl with Angel, so this was a regular date and meaningless because it was not going to evolve into anything. We went to the movies and afterwards a regular restaurant to eat, and guess who we ran into? You got that right. Brent walked up to our table. Here's one reason why I move the way I move. Brent stops at the table and says, "It's good to see you. I enjoyed myself Saturday night into the morning." I did the uncomfortable laugh and said, "I'm pretty sure you did, but I don't recall ever meeting you, so I think you're mistaken." Brent was a little upset that I pretended like we never met and insisted we did, so I asked, "What's 39 my name?" He had nothing and just walked away. Angel was facing me as Brent walked away. When Angel looked at his menu, Brent looked back and I winked. Angel was kind, but it was something about sex with Brent that I wanted. We ate, and Angel took me home, and that was it. Nothing in me wanted to drag Angel into this, so I didn't. I thanked Angel for the date and made sure he understood that we would be better off friends. I then took a shower and got dressed in the raunchiest lingerie I had, heels, coat, and headed to Brent's house. When I got there, he was in his driveway with a woman. They were talking, and I walked over to him, put my hand out, and said, "Keys." Brent handed them over and tried introducing us. According to him, my name was Michelle. I told the other girl hi and told Brent to hurry up. It wasn't 5 minutes later, Brent was walking through the door. He laughed and shook his head and asked me why I did the girl like that. Listen, I did nothing wrong. He had her outside. I simply asked for the keys to go inside. Brent laughed, but he came closer. He asked why I acted as though I didn't know him at the restaurant, and I simply said, "Because you let me." We had sex until he had nothing left. That night I stayed, but before he could wake up in the morning, I was gone. "Hi, my name is Michelle," and that was the alias I used from that night on.